what would you tell guys if they basically are lost when it comes to women?
I think if they're confident in who they were outside of women, I think the success with women would translate. Because men need to have a purpose beyond women, and I think a lot, like the 40% of guys who don't have families or they also lack purpose.
Do you think those 40% of guys are humble?
Humble?
Yeah.
I don't know what they have to be humble about.
Exactly. That's good. What I mean by that is the people at the top of the food chain, do you think they're humble or do they have egos?
They usually have an ego. An ego is what carries their confidence to be at the top of the food chain.
But some people have that ego because they earned it, okay? Some people have that. The problem with society today, and I swear to God, it kills me. A lot of people have egos. I have no idea where they got it. I mean, you think they went to the store and paid for one. Like, where are these receipts coming from? Okay, so that's what I don't understand. A lot of people have egos in the world. They have not accomplished anything. Hell, you can't even get a girl not to cheat on you, dog.
Yeah.
And by the way, do you think alpha males have women who constantly cheat on them? Do you think it's possible to be an alpha male and to have a woman who consistently cheats on you?
No. Not usually, no.
No. So again, you know, I've heard a lot of shows about women and how they're getting trashed on every the whatever podcast or Fresh and Fit. They basically bring broads on with 90 IQ levels, you know, and who probably tits way more than their IQs, and they're basically on there getting trashed. And again, women who have, you know, kids out of wedlock who are whoring around, yeah, I get it. But there's also guys out there who are not actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. Being a pimp, being the man, does not mean having 4 or 5 girlfriends at 45 years old. It means having kids to raise.
You know, I've been told by a lot of guys in the mid to upper 20s and mid 30s, they think they feel almighty for having multiple women. Like, that is a very common ideology that's present right now.
I think it's always been present.
It's I guess social media makes it seem more present.
I think it's always been present.
Uh-huh.
I think most guys have always been pigs. I think society started cracking when the women started doing the same thing. I think that's when society, it didn't matter if guys were always pigs, because if women didn't do anything, the guys didn't even have the opportunity to do it. That's why in some cases they have in Sharia law, because they say men are weak to the flesh, and they have women covered up in burqa. I'm being dead serious. This is why they do it.
It's so hot here, though.
Of course. And think about how hot it is in Iran. They have them in full hijabs
I always
in Iran.
think about it, how they wear those.
And they're usually black too. It's like, God damn. Listen, I'm not saying that's the way. I'm just telling you guys that is what it is. Guys have always been weak to the flesh, at least most of them.